Fumihiko Maki. Just the sound of his name brings to mind sleek, innovative designs that are more than just buildings, they are experiences. Maki, one of the most esteemed architects of the 20th and 21st centuries, has redefined how we interact with space. Have you ever walked into a building that seemed to invite you to breathe, to pause, to simply be in that moment? That's the essence of Maki's work, and it's nothing short of incredible. Born in Japan, Maki's journey to becoming a world-renowned architect is a testament to his ability to blend traditional Japanese aesthetics with modernist ideals, creating spaces that evoke both serenity and awe. But how did Maki's journey begin? What shaped his unique approach to architecture? And why are his buildings celebrated not just for their form and function but also for the way they make us feel? Let's dive into the life, philosophy, and works of Fumihiko Maki and uncover what makes his architecture truly extraordinary. The early years, Fumihiko Maki's formative influences. Fumihiko Maki was born in 1928 in Tokyo, Japan, during a period of profound transformation for the country. Japan was rapidly modernizing, and traditional values and aesthetics were clashing with the influx of Western influences. This cultural backdrop played a crucial role in shaping Maki's architectural philosophy. Growing up in Tokyo, he was exposed to both the traditional aesthetics of Japanese architecture, with its focus on simplicity, natural materials, and harmony with nature, as well as the new ideas emerging from the West. Particularly modernism's functional, minimalist approach. Maki's early education at the University of Tokyo, where he studied under the legendary architect Kenzo Tange, introduced him to the core principles of modernism and the possibilities of integrating Japanese cultural elements into contemporary architecture. Kenzo Tange, himself a pioneer of modern Japanese architecture, had a profound influence on Maki's thinking. Tange's ability to merge the structural clarity of modernist design with the symbolic power of traditional Japanese forms provided Maki with a template for how architecture could transcend time and place. After graduating from the University of Tokyo, Maki's journey took him abroad. He traveled to the United States to continue his studies, first at the Cranbrook Academy of Art and then at Harvard University, where he encountered the ideas of Western modernist architects like Walter Gropius, Le Corbusier, and Mies van der Rohe. This exposure to the Western architectural canon deepened Maki's understanding of modernist principles, particularly the emphasis on simplicity, functionality, and the integration of space and structure. However, what truly set Maki apart from his contemporaries was his ability to combine these principles with the spiritual and contemplative elements of Japanese design, particularly those influenced by Zen Buddhism, a source of inspiration and reflection. At the heart of Fumihiko Maki's architectural philosophy is Zen Buddhism, a tradition that emphasizes mindfulness, simplicity, and a direct, unmediated experience of reality. Zen is not just a religious practice but a way of seeing the world, one that encourages us to strip away distractions and focus on the present moment. In architecture, Zen principles manifest in the pursuit of spaces that foster contemplation, tranquility, and a sense of harmony with the natural world. Zen's influence on Japanese culture is profound, shaping everything from art and literature to tea ceremonies and garden design. In architecture, Zen encourages the creation of spaces that invite reflection and mindfulness. The concept of the space between things, is central to Zen design. It is the careful use of emptiness that allows the elements within a space to breathe and come to life. In Zen-inspired architecture, materials, light, and shadow are used sparingly but with precision, creating an environment that encourages stillness and introspection. Fumihiko Maki's designs embody these Zen principles, where simplicity, restraint, and a deep sensitivity to the experience of space converge. His architecture is not just about creating functional buildings, it's about crafting environments that evoke a sense of serenity and balance. Imagine walking through one of Maki's buildings, the way light filters through a room. The textures of natural materials under your fingertips, the subtle play of shadows on the walls. It's not just a physical experience, it's a spiritual one. Maki's architectural philosophy, merging modernism and Zen, Fumihiko Maki's architectural philosophy is built on the foundations of modernism, yet it is deeply rooted in Japanese sensibilities. He blends the clean lines and functional approach of modernist design with the spiritual and contemplative qualities of Zen-inspired spaces. His architecture is characterized by three key elements that reflect both his modernist influences and his connection to Japanese tradition: minimalism, spatial awareness, and the integration of natural light and materials. Minimalism and simplicity. Minimalism is a hallmark of both modernist architecture and Zen philosophy, and Maki excels at stripping away the unnecessary to reveal the essence of a space. His designs are devoid of excessive ornamentation or decoration, allowing the purity of form and material to speak for themselves. The simplicity of his architecture invites deeper engagement with the space itself, encouraging individuals to focus on the interplay of light, shadow, texture, and structure. In Maki's buildings, less truly is more. Spatial awareness and human interaction. Maki's designs are not just about the buildings themselves but about how people interact with them. He has a profound understanding of the relationship between humans and their environment. And his architecture reflects this sensitivity. His spaces are designed to be experienced mindfully, with attention to how individuals move through them and engage with their surroundings. Maki often speaks of architecture as a journey, where the spatial experience unfolds gradually, drawing individuals into a deeper awareness of their environment. His designs encourage not only physical movement but also emotional and intellectual engagement. Integration of natural light and materials. One of the defining characteristics of Maki's work is his masterful use of natural light and materials. He incorporates elements like wood, stone, glass, and metal in a way that evokes a strong connection to nature. In Maki's architecture, light is not just a functional necessity, it is an essential component of the design, changing the perception of space throughout the day and creating a dynamic interaction between the building and its surroundings. The careful use of natural materials enhances the tactile and sensory experience of his architecture, creating spaces that feel both modern and timeless. Key projects. Exploring Maki's masterpieces. Throughout his illustrious career, Fumihiko Maki has designed numerous architectural masterpieces around the world. Each project reflects his commitment to blending modernism with a Zen-inspired focus on simplicity, space, and contemplation. Let's take a closer look at some of his most iconic works and explore how they embody his unique architectural philosophy. Hillside Terrace, 1969 to 1992, Tokyo. Hillside Terrace, located in the Daikanyama neighborhood of Tokyo, is one of Maki's most well-known projects and a prime example of his approach to urban design. The project, which spans several phases over more than 2 decades, is a mixed-use development that includes residential, commercial, and cultural spaces. What makes Hillside Terrace remarkable is the way Maki has transformed an urban neighborhood into a cohesive, multifunctional complex that fosters both community interaction and moments of quiet reflection. The design of Hillside Terrace is informed by Maki's belief in the importance of human interaction with space. Open courtyards, walkways, and green spaces encourage a sense of community while providing pockets of tranquility within the bustling urban environment. Despite its density, the development offers moments of introspection, where individuals can pause and reflect. The simple, elegant forms and careful use of materials evoke Zen principles of balance and harmony, creating an urban environment that feels both dynamic and serene. For World Trade Center, 2013, New York City. One of Maki's most significant international projects is 4 World Trade Center in New York City, completed in 2013 as part of the rebuilding of the World Trade Center site. The tower, which rises 978 feet into the Manhattan skyline, is a striking example of Maki's ability to create monumental architecture that is both modern and meditative. The design of 4 World Trade Center is characterized by its minimalist facade, composed of reflective glass that gives the building an almost ethereal quality. The sleek, unobtrusive design allows the tower to blend into the sky and the surrounding cityscape, creating a sense of calm amidst the frenetic energy of Lower Manhattan. Maki's use of reflective surfaces and minimalist structure evokes the Zen concept of mu, or nothingness, offering a moment of quiet in one of the busiest places in the world. It's a powerful reminder that even in the heart of a city, architecture can provide a space for mindfulness and contemplation. The National Museum of Modern Art, 1999, Kyoto, located in the cultural heart of Japan, Kyoto, the National Museum of Modern Art is another of Maki's masterpieces that beautifully merges modernist principles with traditional Japanese aesthetics. The museum's design is understated and elegant, with clean lines and a simple facade that does not compete with the surrounding historical architecture. Instead, it complements the rich cultural heritage of Kyoto, offering a space that feels timeless and meditative. Inside, the museum is filled with natural light, and the use of materials like wood and stone creates a warm, inviting atmosphere. The building encourages quiet reflection, much like a Zen temple, where visitors can contemplate the artwork without distraction. The architecture becomes part of the experience, subtly enhancing the art while providing a serene environment for contemplation. The role of Zen philosophy in architectural space. One of the most compelling aspects of Fumihiko Maki's work is his ability to translate Zen philosophy into architectural space. Zen emphasizes the importance of mindfulness and being present in the moment, and Maki's designs encourage this same kind of mindful engagement with space. In Zen gardens, for example, every rock, tree, and element is carefully placed to evoke a specific mood or thought. Similarly, Maki's architectural designs are meticulously planned, with each element serving a purpose. Maki's buildings often incorporate elements that encourage a moment of pause. Wide open courtyards, narrow passageways, or unexpected glimpses of the sky remind individuals to stop and reflect, to be present in their surroundings. This sense of mindfulness is a direct reflection of Zen's influence on his work. Maki's architecture invites individuals to slow down and engage with their environment in a thoughtful and intentional way, creating spaces that foster contemplation and introspection. Maki's contributions to global architecture. Fumihiko Maki's impact on the world of architecture is profound and far-reaching. He is one of a select group of Japanese architects to gain significant international recognition, and his work has been celebrated for its thoughtful approach to both form and function. In 1993, Maki was awarded the prestigious Pritzker Architecture Prize, often referred to as the Nobel Prize of Architecture, in recognition of his contributions to the field. Maki's influence extends beyond the individual buildings he has designed. His ideas about the relationship between architecture and the human experience have resonated with architects and designers around the world. He believes that architecture should not only serve a functional purpose but should also create spaces that foster mindfulness, reflection, and emotional engagement. In today's fast-paced, often chaotic world, Maki's work offers a counterbalance, an opportunity to slow down, to breathe, and to reflect. His work is particularly relevant in the context of urban environments, where the density and overstimulation of modern life can create feelings of disconnection and stress. Maki's designs provide a respite from this chaos, offering spaces where individuals can reconnect with themselves and the world around them. His architecture reminds us of the value of stillness, of simplicity, and of the importance of creating spaces that nurture the human spirit. Conclusion: the legacy of Fumihiko Maki. Fumihiko Maki's architecture is a profound expression of the union between modernism and Zen philosophy. His buildings, whether urban skyscrapers or serene museums, consistently reflect the principles of simplicity, balance, and mindfulness. Maki's designs are not just functional spaces, they are meditative environments that invite people to engage deeply with the architecture and with themselves. In a world that is constantly in motion, Maki's work reminds us of the value of stillness. His architecture encourages us to be present, to find beauty in simplicity, and to experience space not just as a physical reality but as a journey of the mind and spirit. Fumihiko Maki has shown that architecture can be more than just a shelter. It can be a space for contemplation, a place where we can reconnect with ourselves and the world around us. His legacy will continue to inspire future generations of architects, as well as anyone who steps into one of his spaces. Maki has redefined what it means to design a building, showing that architecture can elevate the human experience and bring us closer to a state of mindfulness and peace. And isn't that what great architecture should do?